Okay, so where are we with practice? Are you guys able to explore the profiles, Salesforce profiles? Do you see any challenges there? Any questions? Any concerns?
Bro, last record type creation అది చేసినాం.
Okay, I mean, where are we with that profiles? Security model profiles. Like, did you created the profiles, which you are discussed, and field level security?
No, bro.
Okay. So, are you guys able to follow that, or like you want me to iterate that again?
ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి bro.
Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. So, Meena, are you here? Hope team can see my screen.
Yeah, bro.
So, like now we are into the admin and topic is Salesforce sharing and visibility.
Mm-hmm.
In the in the sharing and visibility, we'll see how we can control or give the access to the users, like how we can how we can control and give the access to the users with various layers of security, like record level security, object level security, field level security, and role hierarchies, etc., etc. So like we'll have these topics in detail in the sharing and security model. We'll discuss the data security and security model, and object level, field level, and record level security, which is called OWT. And we'll see role hierarchies, and we'll see how we can share the records within sharing tools, manual sharing, and then perm sets. We'll discuss in detail about this. So, what exactly is data security model in Salesforce? So, Salesforce security model. So, as we are saying, like whatever we create, whatever we update, and whatever we make changes on the Salesforce, we are giving some permissions to that, right? Let's suppose we created an app. We created an app in Salesforce. For that, we have given a permissions, right? Are you guys able
Yeah, bro.
to remember that? Yeah. At the profile level, we have given some permissions, right? So, Salesforce. So at the profile level, we have given permissions for the access of the application, access of the object, access of the fields. There we simply have given the permissions without knowing what exactly this does. Like, let's take an example. Manager. Employee. So this is the app which we created. Like we are using this app for our building our project. So in this app, if you click on this user profile section, so we have given permissions to this app with the help of profiles. So indirectly or directly, we are giving access to this app with the help of profiles. We are giving the sharing to this app with the help of profiles. So that's how it is, like sharing and security model is like we are sharing this app access, we are sharing that app access to these profiles, we are sharing that app access to these profiles with the help of sharing and security model in Salesforce. Like while creating the app, we normally given this access, but we did not discuss about this in detail. So that's how it is, like well, when I give access to this app with the help of sharing and security model with the help of files, I can get access to this app. I can get access to the app. In the same way, if you go to any of the object, there also we have given access to the objects based on the profile. Let's take the talent object. I go to or go to the profile. So I'll go to my profile. I'll go to my profile. So here is my profile. I was into system administrator profile. So if I go to this profile, go to this profile, click on edit. These are the apps, and let's take talent. So this is the object. We have given access. We have given access to the talent object. So while creating the apps and while creating the objects, we can allow to who use, like whom user the app should be visible, to who user the object should be accessible, for whom the field should be accessible. If you go to custom fields, custom not okay. Let's go to so here we can decide like for which app we need to, like who should have the access, for which object who should have the access, and for which field who should have the access, and who for which tab the who should have the access. We can all decide with the help of profiles, with the help of security model in Salesforce. Let's see this. So Salesforce security model. Salesforce security model is layered into various categories. So this is our organization, the whole org. Inside this org, we'll create an application, and for that application, we'll give the particular access. And within the application, we'll have the objects, and the objects also will give access. And for the records, we'll give access. For the fields, we'll give access. Let's take it as an example. Let's look at this visual representation. Here are the organization level controls who can log in and from where. So we can decide the login hours, login IP ranges, like from where the user can log in. Like if you go to banking websites, if you observe banking website, they can log in only from their IP address, only from the banks. As we are into corporate IT world, we can work anywhere from the anywhere in the world. But when it comes to banking things, when it comes to some security things, we'll have some login ranges, login IP ranges. From that particular address only they can log in. From that particular address only they can use the application. So we can use Salesforce for that banking purpose also. And we can like decide the object level security, record level security, field level security. If you look at this, controls who sees what data. Ensure each record only access data relevant to their role. Prevent unauthorized access. And we can maintain the transparency. We can implement a multi-layer approach like security at org, object, field, and record levels. So in short, the conclusion here is security model allows us to control or give access or share the data within the users with the help of profiles and permission sets. With the help of profiles and permission sets. Are we good? Just giving the access or restricting the access?
Okay, giving the access to the particular persons.
Particular user, yeah. Whatever we create in the Salesforce, that might be object, field, app, we need to control, right, to whom it should be visible. Let's suppose we built an employee onboarding application, and that employee onboarding application should only be accessible for the users who are responsible for handling that employee onboarding application, not all the users. Do we need to give access to all the users? No, right? Because
No.
I being an Akhil, I only wanted to access that employee onboarding application. I only wanted to access that employee onboarding application. So that part I can do with the help of profiles.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go to the application once again. Back to the application. App manager. Employee onboarding application. User profile. Let's assume uh, the user who has onboarding app access profile only should be able to access our application, not any other users, not any other users. But we have a user called system administrator, right? User with profile called system administrator. But I want only users with onboarding app access profile. Onboarding app access profile should be access should have access to our employee onboarding application. So here we are controlling, right? Here we are controlling and giving the access. Controlling for
Yeah.
other profiles, giving the access for onboarding app access profile. If I click on save, and if I refresh the page, cancel this. Am I able to see employee onboarding application now?
No, bro. Now you can't able
Why?
to.
Why?
There is no access for your system administrator. You have remote.
Removed. Exactly. For which profile I have given access? Onboarding app access profile. Let's see. Let's go to that onboarding app access profile. Access. So I'll go to this onboarding app access profile, and as you know, in Salesforce we can't give access based on individual user perception. We'll give access based on the user's profile. We'll give access based on the user's profile. Users who has this profile, users who has this profile agent, they all can access the onboarding application. So I'll go to the profile and I'll see view users. Once I go to the profile, I can see an option called view users. View users. Once I click on this view users, here I can see I have given access to this guy, nurse account. I have given access to this guy for the onboarding app. So if I log in with this guy, so immediately I can see the employee onboarding app, right? Immediately I can see the employee onboarding app. But did I see it for? I'm able to see it for my user? No.
No.
Why? Because we are controlling the access. We are controlling the access and we are giving the access to particular users. So that's the power of security model. With the help of security model, we can decide to whom the metadata should have access to. When I say metadata, it might be app, object, record, fields, etc. So this security model is divided into four categories. The security model is divided into four categories. So it's the first category, four categories along with app level security. The first category here is object level security. Organization level security. So what is the purpose of it? Controls who can log in and from where and when. So here we can decide. We can decide the login hours. Let's suppose I'll be on duty. Let's take a banking application. The banking application, if you notice, the banking application, uh, they'll have some certain times, right? 10 to 4 or whatever it is. With that timelines only, they can access the application. They can access the data. They can access the data of the customers. After that timeline, they can't access the data. So for that they'll use the similar approach, like login hours. They'll make they'll decide the login hours. Let's say login hours are 10 to 4, and with that login hours only they can log in into Salesforce. If you go to this guy, Narsa God, So here my requirement here is this guy has access to onboarding app access profile, but here I wanted to I wanted to restrict the user based on the login hours. So that part we can do. If you like, all controlling will be based on the profile. You go to edit, let's change this users first time zone. GMT plus. So our time zone is GMT plus 5:30, right? GMT plus 5:30. Vishwakarta. So this guy will be like handling our onboarding application, but we need to have certain timelines. With the timelines only, he should be able to access the application. He should be able to what happens? With these timelines only, he should be able to access the application. Password or not password purposes. Login IP ranges. Okay, looks like for this free developer access, we might not have access. Let's take the standard profile and see. Profiles. Let's take this profile. Login IP ranges. Login also. Access profile. Login hours. Okay. So here I'll say let's assume what today is Monday, right? I'll take one example. So I should be able to access the application from 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. 12 p.m. to 8
Bro,
p.m.
actually, once.
Yeah.
Actually, you got this one from profiles, right?
Correct.
Profiles.
Whatever the controlling we should do, that we should do from profiles and permissions. Excuse me.
Okay. Profiles and
Still I have it.
IP
Sorry,
range.
Meena, what was yours?
I mean, in the login times, you have selected only for the Monday, right?
Yeah.
So,
Just I
yeah,
selected for Monday.
like example,
like-
if we select only for the Monday, like Monday
Hmm.
to Friday. So that person, the particular person, will be having only from Monday to Friday, right?
Correct, 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 correct.
Okay. So if we'll not select the timings like for Saturday and Sunday, so that
They can't
person
log into
like
Salesforce.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they can't log into Salesforce. So
yeah,
this
sure.
this all we can do. They can't log into Salesforce.
Okay.
Just do one thing.
Can you just show once again, like how did you like
Yeah, yeah.
IP address?
I'll do for my user. It's better.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, sure.
like so for that we should click on our profile. We should click on our profile. This icon and click on settings, user profile, and click on settings. And if you go to advanced user details, so here we'll have a profile assigned to me. So all this controlling should be done with the help of profile. I'll click on this profile. I'll click on this profile, and if you once you landed into the profile section, here you can see an option called login IP ranges. In the login IP ranges. Above the login IP ranges, we'll have login hours. Looks like it's taking a PST time. All times are in GMT plus GMT minus 6. 33 PM. Okay. So let's say, mm, like it's 1st March, 9:33 PM. Okay. PM Sunday. Okay. So I'll add. So let's take an example. On the Sunday, our working hours are 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. only. Considering this PST GMT minus 8. So I have been logged off now. Let's see. Will I be able to log in now? See, I can't log in. I can't. From my profile. So now I can't log into the. Now I can't log into my profile. But somehow mistakenly I set it for my profile. So are we good, right? So I set it up the login hours. With that login hours, if we like if the timeline is not within that login hour, the user can't log into the Salesforce. User can't log into the Salesforce. Let's take. Are you good with this login hours?
Yeah, bro.
Hmm. But don't set up for you guys your profile as I set it up for my profile. No, because of the timelines, I can't log into Salesforce now.
But now how
I
you are able to log in, bro? Again?
after the timeline,
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, after the in the timeline only, again you have to change the timing so that
change
you
the
can log in.
times. Yes, exactly, correct,
Okay.
correct. Let's take another. with this organization level security layer, security model layer, we can decide from from which time to which time say we can give access to Salesforce, and we can also decide the IP address, IP ranges, login IP ranges. When I say login IP ranges, if I go to the profile again, go to the profile again. So we'll have some particular IP address, right, for every location. Let's say know my IP, know my IP address. So my IP address is 2001484860, and for IPv4, this is my IP address. Mostly we'll use IPv4 address. So we can also specify this IP ranges. We can also specify this IP ranges, login IP ranges. Uh, with that IP ranges only, I should be able to log into the Salesforce. With that IP ranges only, I should be able to log into Salesforce. If you if you take an example of banking application, as I said you, why did you guys think why the banking process can't be done from can't be done remotely, in the whole IT we can see the remote culture, but in the case of banking things we did not came across remote process, right? Work from home process or remote process or hybrid process, whatever it is. Why? Because they'll have some defined addresses. They'll have some defined IP addresses. With that IP address only, they should the users, the banking employees should log into the banking applications, all banking applications. That's because of security layer. With the help of that security, they can log in only from the particular IP address, in order to avoid in order to maintain the confidentiality and all those things. They'll set up some IP ranges. From this IP and this IP only they can log in. For every location and for every network you'll have IP address. If you go and check your IP address, it would be different from mine. That would be different from mine. Steven. Let's take this guy. What happened? Okay, so for this Shiva Prasad, I'll decide the login IP address. I'll decide the login IP ranges. Decide the login IP ranges. If you go to the profile, same as usual, how we decided the login hours, we can decide the login IP ranges. So start IP addresses, I'll say it as 0000, and till this IP address, make that start and that's this one. Start end IP address. Let's make it as 10 or whatever it is, some incorrect IP address. Fine. So for the current IP address, users with profile will not be able to log in from your current IP address. As you can see, okay, okay. Let's click on save now. Profile details do not cover. Okay, it's not even allowing to save this IP, even though if it does not cover. Okay. So for this guy Shiva Prasad ABCD, for this user, I set up some login IP ranges. I set up some login IP ranges. Let's see if you are able to log into this user uh, without the IP ranges, in like outside the IP ranges. So for this guy, the username is FDC, this one. So then the password is password. Let's set the password first. Let's set up a password. So for this guy, I'm resetting the password. Okay. It's like it was the access free account, right? But we are seeing the so here we can log in. It's not an issue. Okay. So in constraints with this free account, like we are not able to log into this free. I mean, not able to log in with us. Log in with the user. Not able to log in with the user directly without login access policies. So that's how we can set up the login IP ranges, login hours. These are all done by administrator teams. But just to let you know that what we can do with the profiles. Yes. This guy. So we set up the login IP ranges as well for this guy. So if this guy is trying to log in from outside the IP ranges, Salesforce won't allow. How we did for login hours in the same way, we decided the login IP ranges for this guy. We decided the login IP ranges with this for this guy. So are we good here? In constraints with this free developer account, we are not able to log into this guy directly without system administrator. But this is how they'll set up the login IP ranges for the users and login hours. How I see, if you go to login IP ranges, this is the IP ranges I set up for this guy. Delete this. Are we good?
Yeah, bro.
Hmm. So login hours, login IP. This is like an org level security. We can also enable some multi-factor authentications, but this is not that you guys will be doing this. This has been handled. This will be handled by uh, like admin teams in the Salesforce. When I say admins, like process level admins, not you guys. So just to give some awareness about this login hours and login IP ranges, I showed it in real time. So this is about organization level security, and we also discussed about app level security. We also discussed about app level security for which user we need to provide the app access, and for which user we need to restrict the app access. We have seen that, and we also have the object level security. Let's say for our onboarding application, we have given access to our onboarding application to onboarding app access profile. But how about the objects? How about the tables, talent table, client table, and onboarding task table? Those all tables also should have access to onboarding app access profile, right? Onboarding app access profile. I mistake this login hours for myself. I can't log into Salesforce. It takes some time. Let's use this one. Okay, I'm using this art for now. So, so we have given access to employee onboarding app to the to like employee onboarding app access profile. But how about this? How about this objects? How about this objects tables? These all also should be given access to the onboarding app access profile, right? For all the users, we should not. There is no need of giving access for these tables as well for all the users. Now I am being an system administrator profile. Now I being an system administrator profile. I'm able to access this objects. I'm able to access these tabs and objects, but I don't need this. And when I say I don't need this, like I don't want other users to see this data, other users to see this employee data and onboarding task data. I only want users with onboarding app access profile only should see the data, only should see this data. We have given app access, but how about the tables access? How about the object access? Let's do that now. Let's do that. So I'm taking this org as an example as we set up that login hours. It's because I was not able to log into my profile, my Salesforce account. Uh, 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 let's go to users. Users. Mm, let's take this guy. Let's take this guy. So here my agenda is I want to give that employee access to. I want to give that employee access to this profile. Let's rename this profile. Onboarding app, onboarding access. Okay. Here I wanted to give access to employee. I wanted to give access to employees tab. I wanted to make it as I wanted to make it as default on. I wanted to give access to this employee. If I don't give access to this employee, let's suppose if I don't give access to this employee by making the tab as default off, and the object level custom object permissions here, if you go to profile, and you will see a section called custom object permissions, and this is the object which we have. So I'm not giving access to this guy. I'm not giving access to this guy for the employee. I'm not giving access to this guy for the employee. And if I click on save, so what should be the behavior? If I log in with this user, will I be able to access that employee tab?
No, no.
Mhm. Because we did not give an access to this guy. Are we able to see employee tab? Just sometime we are able to see that, but now we are not able to see. If I
Yeah, bro.
let's try creating an user. in regards with this, we do not have licenses, so we can't do this. So as I said, like with this, we did not give an access to that user, so that's how we landed up not seeing the objects, not seeing the objects. See? Platform. Okay.
To keep underscore it.
Just duplicating. Let's go to this guy. But looks like we can't do the we can't like give the object level access with this profile. As this is an free org, we'll have some limitations here. Let's see. See, I can't give access. I can't give restrict access. This will see with permission sets. This will see with permission sets. We can use the permission sets as a workaround in the free org. So that's how it is. Like with the help of this profiles, we can control the object level security. Now let's go to this guy, onboarding app access profile. So for this guy, okay, let's do one thing. Onboarding access. So I'll say users with this profile should not have onboarding related access, onboarding app related access metadata like employees and onboarding tasks. So here we have restricted the what that employee object, but we also have another other one, right? Other table, right? Onboarding task. I don't want this onboarding task also should be visible to that user. I don't want this onboarding task should be visible to the user. Only to me. Only to me. I'll be the one who will be handling this onboarding related data. So I should only have access to employees and onboarding tasks. No other user should have access to employees and onboarding tasks. So for this guy, Shiva Prasad ABCD, for this guy, I don't want to give access to onboarding tasks. How to do that? How to do that? Can someone guide me? So how we remove the employee object access for this user? In the same way, I wanted to remove the onboarding task access.
App manager user.
Not app. I wanted to remove the object. I wanted to remove this object access, onboarding task object access. I'll show you. Wait. So
You ready?
yeah. Hold on. I'll show you. Login with inspector. Sure, Prasad. Mina, are you following?
Yes, Akhil.
Okay. Thanks. So for this guy, I don't want to give onboarding task access because uh, he should not have access to that confidential data, employee data. Only the system administrator, only me should have the access to the data. Only me should have the access to the data. But if I log in with this guy, here I can see onboarding task. I wanted to remove that. I wanted to remove that. Earlier we removed employee data. Earlier this guy also had access to employee table, right? I removed that. Now I wanted to remove the onboarding task. I wanted to remove the onboarding task. How to do that?
Here,
Hmm. So first, can someone say how to restrict or give access to the users with the help of what? How did we control the app access? With the help of what we controlled the app access to the? Hmm? Yeah, go ahead. You are correct.
yeah, we have to go to his profile
Exactly.
in the Reddit
Exactly.
option.
Perfect. Perfect. So this guy has a profile called restrict onboarding access. Restrict onboarding access. I'll go to this guy profile.
And
Go to this
there
guy.
will be a
I'll go to this guy profile and click on edit. Click on edit. Click on edit. Then what I need to do? What I need to restrict? What I need to restrict? No. What I need to restrict? Speak up. What I need to restrict? Onboarding task, right? I don't want this guy to see onboarding task. So I'll make the tab as default off and I'll remove the object access. I'll remove the object access. I'll remove the read access. I'll remove the read access. I click on save. I click on save. And if I go to this guy, Shiva Prasad, ABCD, refresh the page. Will I able to see? Now am I seeing this onboarding task? Am I seeing this onboarding task? Can you hear me, guys? Hello.
yeah. Hello,
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me, Nasa?
hello.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me?
No, we are not able to see the onboarding task.
Exactly. Why? Why? Why we are not able to see the access? I showed you, right? With his profile, with this user profile, I removed the access. I showed you, right? Are you able to see my screen? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Why we are not seeing the access? I removed the access, right? In the custom objects permissions. For the onboarding task, I removed the access. I removed the access. So in the same way, your activity is to go to your Salesforce account and remove and make the
So
app
your
and
voice is not.
okay. Is it for everyone? Mina, is it for you as well? Hello, hello. Mina, is it for you as well? Hello. Can you hear me, Narsa? No? Can you hear me? Meena, can you hear me now? Hello. Guys, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me, Meena?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
bro.
I can hear
Now,
you now.
Okay, okay. Thanks for confirming. So, uh, are we good, right, with the object level security? We have given we have restricted the access for this guy
yeah,
with his profile, and let's see how to control the field level access. How to control the field level access? Let's assume, like I being an user, I should have access to the employees and onboarding task because I will be the one who will be handling the employee onboarding app. I have the access, I have the app access, I have the object access. Edit object. Sorry, not edit object. Right. Restrict, restrict onboarding access. Restrict onboarding access. Employee. Employee. So in this employee, we have particular fields. We have specific fields. We have a couple of fields, right? Couple of fields. Employee number, employee email, internship duration. We have these fields, right? We have these fields, right? So here we have given access, read access to those couple of fields for this user, but like we have not even given the object access for this user. But why do we need this fields access? If you don't give the table access only, what is the purpose of giving the access for the columns? We don't want this guy to have access to this fields, because I'll be the one who will be handling the employee related project, not this Shiva Prasad, this guy, Shiva Prasad, CD, or whatever it is. So we can also remove the field level access. We can also remove the field level access. The first one is organization level security, object level security, field level security. Object level security, as we seen, define access to standard and custom objects with the help of profile permission sets. We discussed till profiles now. We'll discuss the permission sets, and controls whether the user can create, edit, delete a record of a particular object, as we have seen. This, right. Uh, Object level read, edit, delete, create. Employee. If you go to employee, I did not. These are the access, like whether the user should be able to read, and he should be able to create the data, or he should be able to edit the data and delete the data. So this is field level security. With the help of field level security, we can also give the field level access. We can also give the field level access. Are we good?
yeah, yeah,
See, once you go to that object, simple. Once you go to that object, we will have the fields which we created: salary, stipend, employee name. This also we can control. This access also we can control. This access also we can control. And I'll show you another option. It is- uh, so this is about profile. With the help of profile level security, as part of sharing security model, we can control all the things in Salesforce. We can control and give access to the users based on various metadata like page layouts. For which page layouts we should give access? We'll have page layouts in the object, right? Once you go to object, once you go to any object, once you go to object, we will have page layouts, right? We have created a page layouts. We have discussed about page layouts, right? And this also we can decide. This access also we can decide what page layout should have access to the users, page layouts, and field level security. As I said, you for fields for if you go to this employee onboarding task object, we have various fields. We have employee onboarding task duration, onboarding task name. We have a couple of fields, right? For this fields also, whether the user should have access or not, we can decide. We can decide with the help of profile. So with the help of profiles, we can control everything. And in the Salesforce, whenever we create any new metadata, that that we can decide whether the user should have access or not. With the help of field level security, we can control the field level, and with the help of custom app settings, we can control which app the user should have access to. Uh, as you can see, like we have access to these apps, and we do not have access to this app, and we can decide the connected app access. We can decide the tab settings, which tabs the user should have access. These are all options inside the profile. So we discussed about login hours, login IP ranges, and tab access, object access, field access, for which fields the user should have access, and record type settings. So we created record types, right? In the last sessions, whatever we created till now, those all we can control with the help of profiles. Let's say we created a record type called full-term employee record type, and there we can decide whether whether the particular user should have access to that record type or not. And these are all record types, and we can decide some administrative permissions. Like these are some system level permissions, like saying REST services enable. These are like this will come under coding part. We can decide whether the REST access should have to the user. We can decide whether the user works user should have as lightning experience user. These are all system level permissions, and these are some general user level permissions. Here we can decide whether the user should have access to run the reports, run the flows, send the emails, and the standard objects, whatever we discussed, the object level access, custom object, and session settings. When should the session should time out? So here we have the default timeout as 2 hours of inactivity. So if we keep the Salesforce idle for 2 hours, it will automatically log out. So this also we can decide, and we can decide user password expiration timeline, and like we can decide the password. I mean, we can compare the new password with the last passwords. Three passwords remember. So Salesforce can remember three. Let's suppose we had a password for our Salesforce saying nuts at the rate of 1995. And if you try to change the password and use the same password, Salesforce won't allow, because you should not use the past password. So these all, and the password length, and password complexity, password question, login attempts, and lockout period. We can all decide this with the help of profiles. Login hours, login IP ranges, app access, visual force access. These are This we will discuss in data point. We can decide which flows should have access, which custom metadata, which custom permission. These are all things we can decide. Profiles is a very major. Profile plays a very major role in the in the Salesforce for the access related things. We can control the app access, we can control the object access, we can control the field access, we can control the page views, we can control the record types. Whatever we created the metadata till now, we can control all those things. We can decide the login IP ranges, login hours, etc. etc. So are we good with the profiles,
Yeah, bro.
user profiles? So our tomorrow topic would be permission sets. So permission sets is an additional layer of alternative of profiles. With the help of permission sets, we can do whatever we did with the profiles. We can do the same with permission sets. Do you want me to go with permission sets or now, or like shall we take it tomorrow? It's on your-
Tomorrow we will see, bro.
Okay. Looks like you will get confused. That's how it is.
Yeah,
Okay. Now I want you guys to explore the profile, and give restrict and give access to the apps, objects, fields, and record types, whatever we built till now. Let's assume can someone see your screen? Stop sharing. Can someone share your screen? I'll give you an activity.
bro. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead and share your screen. Don't go to profiles for now. Click on this app launcher.
Okay.
Employee onboarding. We have an app called employee onboarding, right?
Your voice is not audible, bro.
My voice?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear me, Narsa?
Yeah. Now okay.
Okay. So here for our onboarding application, we have various tables, right? Employees, talents, onboarding tasks, and training programs, enrollments, whatever you have created. So here my requirement is your task is to uh, your task is to make this make this data access to only you, not the other users. Go to the users now. Go to user list. How to go to users? Is it with this app launcher? I wanted you to go to users list of users. Yeah. Looks like your screen got stuck. Reshare it.
Bro, no.
Yeah, I can see. So here we have a couple of users, right? Here we have
Yeah.
couple of users. For your user only, I want you should be the one who is like accountable for handling the onboarding related project. Not other users should have access to that onboarding project.
Okay.
Here we have a user called Shivakumar, not Shivakumar, Epic org form, right?
Break or start something.
So as you are the user, nurse support should only accountable for monitoring accountable for the employee onboarding app access. No other user should have access
Mm.
to our application and objects.
Okay.
I want you guys to do that. How to do that in the first place? This user should have access. Don't modify anything for this profile. Create a custom profile. Create a custom profile saying restrict onboarding app access.
Okay.
Uh, in that app, assign that profile to any of the user and do accordingly. Is it doable?
Hello.
Is it doable, Narsa? Will you be able to do?
Yeah, bro. Tell me.
Create a custom profile. How to create a profile?
From profiles, we have to create one new
Exactly.
profile.
New profile
Yeah.
and name that profile as restrict onboarding access. In that profile,
Hmm.
I don't want to give access to my application, the onboarding application and the onboarding related stuff, all the onboarding related stuff.
Okay. From here I will create the
Hmm.
restricted profile.
Exactly.
Okay. From here I
And
have
clone.
to. Okay.
Restrict the access for the onboarding related project, onboarding related metadata, like onboarding related app, onboarding related employee data, and onboarding related onboarding task, enrollments. All those things you should hide. All those things you should restrict.
Okay.
Hmm. Uh, and
Okay. Okay.
use the you and clone this profile from the system administrator. So here you have existing profile drop down, right?
Yeah, bro.
There you choose the system administrator. Click on the drop down. No, drop down. Existing profile. The first one.
I mean,
Yeah, that one. There you choose system administrator. And now go to app manager.
okay.
Mm. Keep that
Here
aside.
we
Go
have to keep this restricted profile. We have to keep and we have to create.
to,
Then we have to
exactly.
give
And
access.
we have to control the access. Go to app manager. No, not app launcher. App manager. I wanted to see the apps. App manager. Go to our app. The app we built. Employee onboarding app, right? Employee.
No, no, profile onboarding equipped.
Okay. No, you already created the employee. Don't duplicate the data. Like you already have the app. Why you are creating multiple apps? So like row number 15, 16, 17. These are all called apps. These are all apps you built. Hmm. Again,
Actually, I
you
have to create. Bro, this one I am working, bro.
which
Profile
one?
onboarding.
Okay, okay,
This one
uh,
profile.
okay. Click on the drop down. Edit. Go to user profiles.
Here, user.
Uh,
User profile. Here, I
so
have to give the
here
system
we have
administrator.
exactly. So only system administrator will have access. In the same way,
Okay.
we control it for app. In the same way, I want you to control for object and record types.
If
Whatever
I
we
need profile means I have to.
exactly. If you need access for the app for the profile onboarding users, so these are called profiles here. But our requirement is not. We only need to give access to system administrator. When I say system administrator, the NASA god, like he should be accountable for employee onboarding project or the profile onboarding project. Uh,
Bro, your voice is getting break.
Okay. How about now?
Hello.
Is it hello?
It's clear now.
Okay, okay. So do this thing, guys. Like whatever the metadata we created, like apps, objects, fields, record types, and try to control the access for the other users. Try to control the access for the metadata for the other users. Only the system administrator should have access to the metadata. When I say system administrator, only you. Are we good?
So actually, yeah, first we have to create one profile and we have to
Restrict the
system
access.
administrator the default. Okay.
Correct, correct. So, any questions before we wrap up?
No, bro. Once we will try
Hmm.
to do.
So, you got some understanding about profiles right now,
Yeah, yeah.
how to control the login hours, how to do the login IP ranges, and how to control the apps and to give the access, and how to control the objects and give access, how to control the field level security, record types, page layouts, general permission, system permission. These are all things. Try to play with
Yeah, bro.
profiles today.